So while you can get many things accomplished with formulas, functions have many more specific uses beyond math. Functions like formulas must always start with an equal sign at the front, and then you will generally put the name of the function you want to use and what range of cells you're affecting. So there are a lot of functions in Excel, way more than we could talk about in just one lab. But Excel has a built-in feature called the function builder, which provides a list of all built-in functions, what they do, and what you need to provide to have them work. They're found in a different place depending what version you're using. On the web version, they're found under Insert Function in the top left corner. On the app version, they're actually in their own tab called Formulas, and then the Insert Function again in the top left corner. The function builder will look something like this, where you'll be able to pick what category of function you want, and then pick a specific function on it and see what it takes to do, and what the function actually does when you fill it in. So, if we wanted to try out the if function, we could go to B16 and write, or open our function builder. The if function is often just found in commonly used somewhere, but if you can't see it there, it's found in the logical category. The if function is just a true or false test. You put what you're going to test, what you want it to show if your test comes out as true, and what you want it to show if your test comes out as false. So in this example, our logical test could be, is B11 greater than 100? We've already done that with conditional formatting, but we'll just do it again here. If B11 greater than 100, comma, what it will do if it's true, we'll have it write hi. When you're writing text in a function, the text has to be in quotation marks, so make sure you have those. Low if it's false, close the parenthesis. And since B11 is greater than 100, it prints high. If I fill this to the right, 75 and 79 are both less than 100, so it prints out low. What makes functions difficult is that you can actually put functions within functions to accomplish multiple tests at the same time, which is called nesting functions. And these are difficult because if you mess up on quotation marks, commas, parentheses, anything like that, anything out of place, the whole thing just breaks, and trying to find the errors in Excel can sometimes be a little confusing, so you do need to be very careful. So if we wanted to have a simple example, we could pretend that we're in a province where the PST is 7% and the GST is 5%, both together would add up to 12. So in A18, we could write tax code. B18, we could write price. And C18, we could write taxes. So if we wanted to just have a simple tax code, we could use a capital P for provincial, a capital G for GST, and a capital B for both. And these capitals do matter because our example function will be looking for capital letters. We could enter a simple number like 100 for each of the prices. And then in C19, we could write this function. when you copy and paste a function on the web version, it often adds an apostrophe at the front. You'll need to backspace that out and then hit enter so that it actually works. And that might mess up your formatting. So make sure you do that immediately. So this produced 7. The reason it produced 7 is the first if statement checked if A19 was a capital P. Since this was true, it took the value in B19, multiplied it by our PST rate of 7%, which 100 times 7% is 7. If I fill this down, in this box, it checks if A20 is equal to P, which it is not. So it doesn't do this. It goes to the next if statement, which checks if A20 is equal to G. It is, so it takes B20 by 5, which gives you, by 5%, which gives you 5. For this one, it checked if A21 was a P, then it checked if A21 was a G, and then it checked if A21 was a B, which it was, which took B21 by 12%, which gave 12. And lastly, this one checked if A22, which is blank, was a B. It checked if it was a G. It checked if it was a B. Since it was none of those things, it went to unknown because that's what I wrote here. So nested if functions are complicated, and you do need to keep track of them. Functions will be very important both to your assignment and to the lab test. Since there is a built-in function builder that can tell you how to use every single function, and since the lab test is actually open book and you could look up how to use every function, we consider every function fair game. So there are functions like min, max, sum, average. Any of those functions could appear on your lab test.